Particular person was literally trying to help someone that had been pushed down by ICE agents, and that's what happened.
He should have minded his business.
Huh? And we're back with another episode of Real Talk with King and Sharif. I'm King.
I'm Sharif. I'm gonna be eating. I'm hungry.
You gonna be eating? You hungry? Okay, no worries. We all family here. So we are going. Can you hear?
No.
He said, "Not pull you closer. Pull the mic closer."
Oh, pull the mic.
Yeah.
I suppose I already had that.
And so tonight we're going to talk about current events. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. But first, let's talk about
ICE.
You want to talk about ICE?
Nah, I'm just saying ICE is on the
there's a lot of stuff to talk about when you're talking about ICE. So right now, ICE is currently under fire because of the ICU nurse David Pretty that was killed. Just I think on Saturday is when that happened.
That was a black lady or white lady?
That was a white man.
White man. Okay.
He was a white male nurse that worked for the VA. And it's got a lot of people in an uproar because, number one, he was a nurse.
Is it Minnesota?
It was in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
And the added layer for this particular situation is that Minnesota's an open carry state. Mm-hmm. He had his weapon on him. Mm-hmm. The weapon was legally registered to him. And it's an open carry state as well.
Oh, wow.
He was not brandishing his weapon.
Well, why did ICE want to jump on him anyway?
That's a good question. Well, so what made him stand out to the ICE agents was that the ICE agents had pushed a woman down and he was going to help her. Oh. And that's what caused them to jump on him. But basically, they executed him. They stood over him. They tackled him they pepper sprayed him. They tackled him to the ground, and they fired 5 shots or 10 shots in 5 seconds. After they took his gun. They took his gun from him.
Why they not in jail? Because he had the gun?
Why is he not in jail?
Why is the guy that shot him?
An ICE agent shot him.
I know they above the law.
Clearly. Clearly they are above the law. Damn. Because...
the police officer would have did that. They got locked up, ain't it?
Well, the police officers were escorted away from the scene. The police officers were trying to preserve the crime scene because literally it was a homicide. He was murdered, execution style. But the ICE leadership kind of didn't want it to happen that way, so it was a mess.
So an ICE agent could do whatever they want to do.
I mean, I think that's the goal.
Yeah.
I think that's the goal. And so that begs the question, not to be inflammatory, but I don't care about being inflammatory because it's Real Talk with King and Sharif. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You gotta keep it real.
We gotta keep it real. So a lot of people were up in arms about Nicole Good being shot.
Is that the white girl?
That was the white lady.
Okay.
But this one...
She tried to run the cop over, though.
She didn't.
Oh, she absolutely...
No, she was just trying to turn around. That's the narrative that they're pushing, that the Trump administration is pushing.
No, that lady said, you got to have to put on your big boy clothes on today or something.
But this particular person was literally trying to help someone that had been pushed down by ICE agents. And that's what happened.
He should have minded his business.
Huh?
That's a lesson of the day. Don't come to the rescue. You'd have been home right now if you wouldn't have damn try to be a hero.
That's part of our Constitution, the right to protest.
Yeah, I know.
But he should have minded
his damn business.
Oh, Lord.
Why are you going over there to help these people?
What do you mean? He's a nurse.
They wasn't sick.
They had just pepper sprayed her. The lady that he was helping, he was trying to make sure she was good.
I missed that part.
Yeah, he was trying to make sure he was good. And like I said,
sorry, Mr.
Pretty. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
He's dead. He is. because of...
Hey, them people wasn't in the hospital. He should have just kept walking, though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't coming off of that. Shoot, man. I see somebody out there in the street getting pounded. I'm keep walking.
Okay,
I'm gonna pray for him.
Okay, so that's another question. On social media, there are a lot of white people. I'm just gonna keep it real. There are a lot of white people that are saying that are asking where the black people are. Where the black people?
Black people don't care about shit like that. You talking about leaving the country? You talking about getting put out the country? You talking about that's what ICE do, right? They put people out of the country, right?
They want to know where the black people are as far as the protests are concerned.
It's not our fight.
It's not our fight.
Black people need to fight for what they need to fight for and lead that.
Well, we've been fighting for everybody else. We've been fighting for our rights.
Shit, where was they at during the black? What it was? The black movement?
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter movement.
I mean, there were some.
I mean, it's always gonna be a couple.
There were some there, but collectively, black people are staying at home. We're not.
Yeah, fuck that shit. And we don't go towards the police.
Yeah.
Even when we protest, we don't sit there and bark at the police and stuff like that. They come messing with us.
Right.
You know what I mean? We be out there just demonstrating and they come mess with us. We don't go looking for a fight from them. You know what I mean? We don't go over there messing.
Well, and I think that this is opening a lot of people's eyes. A lot of our lighter colored brethren's eyes about the fact that they don't care about none of us. They first and foremost don't care about people of color, but now they're seeing that they don't care about you either. There's an agenda.
Right.
But you know, my conspiracy theory is about all this.
They need to come grab some of us and take us back to Africa. That'd be nice. I'll be looking at all these little stuff on the internet lately, boy. Africa, they Africa all over the internet right now.
I would like to go to Ghana, though.
It don't look like, Ghana.
I would really like to go to Ghana.
Shoot, Ghana, boy. If I was divorced, I'd be looking through their little mail ordered magazine. The Bride magazine where they look.
Is it too late to call this episode?
Well,
we still got time. Okay, my bad.
You can order one of those.
Mail order bride from Ghana, fool.
Yeah, get you one of them mail order brides and bring it over here.
Oh my God! But
let her braid some hair.
Listen, the last episode you said you was gonna get you an old white woman with a prenup for no sex.
I was just messing with that, but I definitely take one of them Ghana girls.
Oh my God!
See how they walking around like that in Ghana? Shoot, they be trying to tell you they don't eat. That's what they be trying to tell you try to portray Africa like they don't eat.
Okay.
Ain't no food over there.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not true. Ghana is
eating real buffalo wings over there, buddy.
I know that's right.
Them girls is thick and cute. Mm-hmm. I'm like, whoa, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
We don't have to fight about them like we do in America. You don't have to fight over them because there's a lot of them.
That is hilarious.
Shoot, yeah.
So what do you think about the shakeup? The last time we were here, we talked about the coaching vacancies in the NFL. Mm-hmm. There ain't very many of them now.
No, there ain't no black people either.
Nope.
Man, I see, like that was done on purpose, man. The league had turned too black. You know what I mean? The league had turned too black, had a bunch of black quarterbacks and a bunch of black coaches, and you knew that was going to change.
Well,
yeah.
I do see that my guy resigned.
Who was that?
Tomlin.
Or got fired.
Whatever.
You know,
I'm not going to tolerate no Tomlin slander.
I don't like him. I'll be honest with you.
Why you don't like Tomlin?
It's just...
who you got for the Super Bowl?
Seattle.
Yeah.
By a landslide.
Yeah. Seattle's a strong team.
I don't even think it's going to be a good game.
You don't think so?
I hope it will because I'm going to watch it, but I don't even think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
The other kid, the quarterback on the other side, he's a little too young for that spotlight.
You think so?
I mean, shit, Mahomes was too, and he did it, but you know what I mean? He don't... I don't know, man. I would like New England to win just for the simple fact that Kraft is a cool owner. Mm-hmm. If there's no black owners in the NFL, but Robert Kraft is probably him and the Rooney dude for Pittsburgh are probably the most friendliest of the white owners of the masters because it's 32 teams and there's not one black owner.
Wow. Not
one. And niggas could buy a team. Now they threw Magic Johnson in there, but he's a minority owner. He don't. You know, he may make a decision or two, but he don't run the whole thing. You know what I mean? So
I got the Seahawks either 24-7 or 24-30. Something about 24.
I said 31-20.
31-20?
That was my pick, 31-20.
Right. Well,
I figure like they'll stick around at halftime, then it get ugly after that. I'm hoping. I think halftime be like a 17-14 game, and then it's gonna get stupid after that.
No, understood. So, what do you think about what's her name? Harry from Minnesota. Is she from Minnesota? Alon Omar. Minnesota, yeah.
You talking about the Muslim lady?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So last night she was doing a town hall, and she was up presenting, and I think she was saying something about Christy Nome or Pam Bondi, and someone walked up to her and squirted a unknown substance on her. Watch. It was apple cider vinegar. So she lucky she didn't get killed. She a woman and a Muslim. So he getting ready to go to jail over ACV? That's crazy. Wait, did he give a motive? Just because he wanted to scare
It was a white person?
Yeah, it was a white dude.
In Minnesota? Well, that's typical. Minnesota's a racist ass state.
Is it?
Fuck yeah. Minnesota is so fucking racist. I've never been so embarrassed in my life in Minnesota. I went one time, we gonna plan a trip in the wintertime, right? A week before Christmas. So we can have a white Christmas. You know what I mean? We got a white Christmas, all right. Shoot. Now, my uncle stay in St. Paul. That's black. Minneapolis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, what is it? No, Minneapolis is a city, right? So my uncle stay in St. Paul, which
Minneapolis
is
the Twin Cities, yeah.
Right, it's a bunch of niggas down there. But Minneapolis, man, that shit is white out.
Really?
Like, there's some black people around there, but they look white. You know what I'm saying? It's man.
Well, isn't Minneapolis or Minnesota area, don't they have the highest population of biracial people? I think
maybe interracial marriages because my brother lived up there. And he's married to a Caucasian. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the safe space spot right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
why
I don't know.
Felt like there was a Time magazine cover where they highlighted what the American race was going to look like by like the year 2045, and it was a biracial person.
I'm gonna quickly tell you this trip.
Okay.
I was in West Chicago, which is Latinos. You know what I mean? Latins. You know what I mean? So we did a sale in West Chicago. This is when I got fired from Galliana for those like 6-7 months that I was gone. I went on the road and did road sales. So I was in West thing. So we was there 2 weeks. They told us we had to go home. We wasn't selling no cars. So I had some free time. I had like a week before it was time for me to go back for my birthday because it was like a week before my birthday. So I went and see my uncle in St. Paul. But I called him and he said, well, I'm with my girlfriend in Rice Creek, Wisconsin. Rice Creek, Wisconsin. So I drove from West Chicago to Rice Creek, Wisconsin. Nothing but Trump signs. You know what I mean? This was...
Trump?
Yeah, this was 2000... Was it Trump? This was 2016. It might not have been Trump. Yeah.
Well, it was Trump. Yeah, I guess
it was Trump. Yeah, it was Trump. So he had, they had all these. I think that was election year, and they had and they had all of these signs about "Make America Great Again." Yeah, that's how I remember. Everybody had a hat on. Everybody was white. I got to Rice Creek. It was white. I didn't see not one damn black person in Rice Creek until I got to the dealership there because I was like, well, you're going to be here 3 days. And I see they got a sale at one of the dealerships. I had looked up the thing on it. I said, man, they got a sale down here. I'm going to go to the Ford store. It was white out, but it was like a couple black people working like mechanics and shit. And then I left with them. We went back to his house in Minneapolis. And then I said, well, he said, man, I only had like 1-2 days left. So yeah, I was like, man, I'm gonna go and get back on the road because I'm gonna stop in. I'm gonna spend the night in Gary, Indiana, because I want to see the Michael Jackson stuff and everything like that. And he said, all right, cool, just come back sometime. So we come back the following year or the year after that. We came back to Minneapolis. I was in the air when I left. Well, while I was there, they had a Penn State Minnesota game. They were both like undefeated. It was cold as shit. But we went out to the game, went to a hockey game, all that kind of stuff. White. All those stuff we doing white. We went to what would be their 5 points, and all of that was white. And this white boy just came by and just grabbed like a handful of fries off my plate. Yeah, and I stood up to beat his ass, and all his friends was like, hey, man, he's just drunk, man. Let me buy you a drink, brother. All that kind of shit like that. I was like, man, this some fool shit. But when we got to the hotel, and the lady like gave my wife like $100 and said, "Oh, you're just the prettiest dark skinned thing of chocolate I ever seen." I was like, gave her $100 for being pretty. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm watching the Clemson game. I'm talking to the bartender, another white guy, and he was just like, Clemson was good that year. You know what I'm saying? I think they won a championship that year. You know what I'm saying? They was good that year. He was like, yeah, I'm surprised. Dabo got that many brothers on his team because Dabo from Alabama.
What does that have to do?
I'm just telling my experience. And then when we left, Mall of America, we ate at a cheeseburger place, number of white people in there. You know what I'm saying? The Wisconsin, they make this burger or something. It's supposed to be the best burger in the world. It's like they melt the cheese inside the burger or whatever. So when you bite into the burger, all the cheese oozes out and stuff. It's a good burger. But white out. Get to Minneapolis on the way home. These motherfuckers made me strip in the airport. In the airport. Like down to my drawers in the airport. Can you believe that? So they go, all of my stuff started beeping because I used to wear these knee braces before my knees got better. I still wear knee braces, but I used to wear the one that got the silver thing in there to hold the knee stable. So that was making it go off. So they pulled me to the side and they was just like, let me see. I said, well, I can't pull it up from here. They was like, well, take your pants off. I was like, there's no way. I mean, I'm in the middle of 1,000 people in here. We in TSA. And he was like, no, we don't have a room or nothing. We just need to see what that is. I had to pull my pants down and show him.
What do you mean they didn't have a room?
He said they didn't have a room or nothing like that.
That's
They're supposed to have a room. The man made me pull my pants down in front of these people.
Oh, yeah, he was playing on your
side. And then the lady that was behind me, her shit was beeping too.
But they let her go through.
And then after they embarrassed me, they let the white lady go through and told her and said, yeah, it's probably just messed up or whatever because he had a lot of metal or something like that. So I turned around. I said, man, bro, that's fucked up. I said, bro, if I ain't had a flight to catch and don't want to stay another goddamn day in here, I said, I would go off on you right now. You know what I mean? I said, you made me strip down to my motherfucking goddamn, to my boxers just to show you a thing. And he said, well, we once to take metal, we don't let you move no further. You know what I mean? So they didn't want to take me to a room and I blow up the airport or whatever. Is what he basically was saying.
The last time that I was
fucking racist ass Minnesota. George Floyd too.
Yeah, the last time I was in an airport with my parents over Christmas, this was DFW Airport. Somebody was very unkind to my mother, and you have to be real careful with the people that work at the airport because if you talk to them the way that you really want to talk to them, your ass can end up on a no-fly list.
Yeah.
So I let her get away with it that time, but next time I go through DFW Airport and I see that. But anyway, so Minnesota. Sir, you paying attention to me?
Yeah, we talking about Minnesota.
I feel like I'm talking to one of my ex-husbands. Sir, get off your phone. Get off your phone, sir.
No,
we're having a conversation.
That's business. I'm sorry. I just looked up and seen that. I said, oh, that's messed up. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Here. All right. Yeah, Minnesota's fucked up. I ain't never going back there again.
Well, you don't think there's racism like everywhere though?
It is.
Even in the most liberal states.
Motherfuckers don't even realize that the Midwest, these motherfuckers is racist. I went to Ohio one time, they was racist.
Really?
Yeah, I went to Ohio one time, man. My cousin was playing for Youngstown State in Youngstown, Ohio. And yeah, them jokers are there racist, bro.
Now, I did.
They won't even speak to you.
Yeah, I did experience a little tad bit of racism when the Benedict girls went to the D2 March Madness, and the first game was in Ohio, and they weren't.
They weren't friendly.
Yeah, they weren't pleasant at all.
I think it's the Midwest.
Yeah, they weren't pleasant at all, and the girls probably would have done a better job playing, but the refs wasn't gonna let the HBCU come in and beat them girls.
I had Bob Pickens told me one time. He said he lived in like Upper Pennsylvania, like on the they do a lot of coal mining or whatever. And he said I said, well, damn, that was lucrative. I said, why'd you leave that? He said, man, I'm a racist piece of shit.
Wow.
He said, man, I got tired of working for people that was doing that, and they want me to be in a supervisor type position, and he's like, man, their whole thing was to hold minorities back.
That's crazy.
So I think it's like Upper Pennsylvania, Ohio, you know what I'm saying?
West Virginia for sure.
Definitely West Virginia. That whole little region, that West Virginia, Upper Pennsylvania, Ohio, you know, definitely. I don't know Indiana with that Caitlin Clark shit. That shit just threw me off. Not Indiana. Yeah, Indiana and Ohio.
You guess that?
Hold on one second.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, we're in Florence, South Carolina, and one of the most highest recommended bondsman establishment out here. Yeah. If your folks get locked, don't give it a second thought. Call a motherfucker out for the law, bail's bonding. They gonna get you right out of there. I'm telling you right now. Who's up?
That's right. We servicing Florence, Conway, Lexington, and Columbia, South Carolina. Also servicing Orangeburg, Saluda, Winsboro, and all your surrounding areas, Georgetown. Y'all come and holler at me. That's 803-351-7785. Solidified.
How many spots y'all got?
We got 4 storefronts, but we service 10 counties.
Damn. Them boys ain't playing no games either, ain't it? Tell me, y'all coming quick, ain't it?
Coming quick.
Quicker than a mother.
For the low, you out of there.
Out of there. Tell you right there. Woo!
All right, cool. All right. Sorry about that one. That was my rep. That's why I knew something was going on.
That's all good.
Yeah, got to answer for the rep.
Yep.
They write the checks.
For sure.
But yeah, she still texting. But yeah, man, all of that little Midwest shit, that shit's messed up. I think you get a break in Chicago. I had a good time in Chicago. People was kind of nice and cool.
Oh yeah, I had a good time in Chicago too.
Yeah, I had a good time.
I was there for a bowling tournament, and that was a good time. I think
Illinois is pretty straight. Gary, Indiana was straight, but you know, Gary, Indiana's black. Gary, Indiana, and Indianapolis, but you know, some of them other parts of Indiana is bad racist. But the worst probably is Iowa. When that Caitlin Clark stuff was going on, man, they showed that state showed their true colors, bro.
People's things came out. I don't think it was limited to just Iowa, though. I think a lot of people.
No, ours was worse.
Really?
Oh, I subscribe to that little Buckeyes thing just to see what they be saying on there. But the funny thing about them now, they the best 2 players on that team are black. Yeah, so before they had that little white team.
I think though that racist people, when it comes to athletes, they give the athletes a pass for being black.
Yeah, I mean that's always they want us to jump and dance, bounce the ball and dance. You know what I mean? Bounce the ball, dance and sing.
Yeah,
we entertainment and fight. You know what I mean? They want to watch us fight. Kill each other. You know what I'm saying? That's their entertainment. You know what I mean? Is we entertain them. And then, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with sports and music and all that kind of stuff. But we be entertaining them like on other stuff too that we shouldn't be entertaining on them because like fighting each other and stuff is not something that we should be outside doing in front of them because that's what they used to do to us with the mandingos and stuff. You know, buying the mandingos just to make them fight like a UFC man. I was telling somebody, they talking about something, man, UCF was the best thing that ever happened. I said, man, UCF ain't, you know what I mean? I know they got white boys that fight in that too, but I said
UCF
ain't nothing. When I see two black people fight at the UCF and they too big, I think the Mandingo fighting. I do. I think of the Mandingo fighting. I be like, man, damn two black people gonna beat each other to death out here.
So you'd rather it be a white on black crime or a black on white crime?
Nah, it just reminds me of that when I watch it. It's not. I don't enjoy it anyway because it's not structured. You know what I'm saying? It's not like in a ring boxing.
No, it's definitely.
You know
not.
what I'm saying? I like boxing because it's more of a science. That UCF is just they just go in there and start kicking and shit and trying to try to draw, beat somebody. Yeah, I don't care for that cage fighting type stuff. But I like boxing though.
Now I like boxing too. But
I like boxing.
There ain't too much out there now.
Well, they got a good fight this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Shakur Stevens fighting Tilafomi Lopez. I think that's how you say his name, Tilafomi. Telephone.
So far removed.
But he's the champ. Telephone Lopez is, and Shakur. They say he never fought nobody before. But he's Bud Crawford's student. So
speaking of boxing, what do you think about the Clarissa Shields Papoose stuff?
Man,
Nah, you got to have an opinion.
I like Papoose. I think he was you never know who a person is behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying?
What you think, Harry? You don't know?
I think Clarissa Shields, I know she was engaged, like right before she started talking to her. I think they just both decided, like knew each other and just both decided to like leave their significant other for each other. I think
it's a money grab on Papoose's part.
Papoose does come off like that, but Papoose had $1.5 million contract, was his first contract in rap. So I mean, he's not broke. Yeah, I mean 1.5 is a pretty decent first contract in rap. Especially in the early 2000s and stuff, they were signing rappers for.
Oh, that was then.
Yeah, they were signing rappers for $300,000.
Okay, I was about to say he could have.
Most rappers now don't get a contract that big. A $1.5 million contract. You have to be
he could have stayed where he was though.
I mean, Remy ain't broke either.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Shit, Remy can't. I think Remy. I think that thing with Remy was, you know what I mean. She had to be loyal to him because he stood by her side while he was in jail. But I don't think, women grow tired of men at some point. You know what I mean. I don't think she wanted him no more and probably treated him like that. And you know what I mean. But just didn't jump off the bandwagon because they had a child. You know what I mean. And then I think, you know what I mean, he was moving around, speaking to Clarissa, and I think Clarissa, she just went for it or whatever, you know what I mean? But I don't think Clarissa is that much richer than him. You know what I mean? He's got money. Mm. He does a lot of stuff, a lot of shows, contracts, independent artists. People respect him up north. Mm. You know what I'm saying? He don't get a lot of play down here, but people respect him up north. He used to do a lot of mixtapes and stuff. He should have a good bread though. I don't think he's like they try to portray him like he's eating off of these women. I don't think they got that much more money than him. You know what I'm saying? They probably got a little bit more, but not that much more, where it makes a big difference. Hmm. Yep. Hmm.
Anyway.
That's a wrap.
We wrapping up? All right. Well, that concludes this episode of Real Talk with King and Sharif. I am King.
I'm Sharif.
And we out.